Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Wave 2 blind boxes are here. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Mystery Vehicle and Figure Set Wave 2 is here in the United States. I ordered mine through HotTopic.com. They were kind of expensive. Actually, you know what? I ordered 4 of them. Let's see right here. I've got 4 through HotTopic.com. 4. And then I just got one in today from Amazon along with the TIE Fighter battle damage, which I'll do in a different video. But it is, you can tell there's some battle damage on there. There is some battle damage on that. But today I want to focus on these blind boxes. And I want to open them up. And I want to take a look. So, first, let's just look at this. Look, it's here. It's really here. It's in my hand. They said winter of this year. I was saying it was a little bit expensive. Now, these I got off of HotTopic.com. I don't know if you still can, if they still have them, but I ordered them about a week ago, just around Thanksgiving. Well, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. Either way, I ordered them then, and they delivered them to my local Hot Topic this week, and I picked them up. And they were marked at about $10 each. Expensive. In fact, it says on the back. Check that out. Look there. There you go. $10.90 each is what it says. Now, Hot Topic was having a 30% off, something like that sale. So it ended up still being about $8 a pop. Not the best. Especially considering they were like $6.99 for the first run. These went up. These went up. Now, that is also Hot Topic pricing, so keep that in mind. I don't know if when these hit Walmart or Target or whatever, if they're still going to be $6.99 or if they're going to be $7.99, $8. But just as a heads up, there you go. Now, the real deal on these is this Amazon 2-pack. It was like $19 and change. It was under $20. And you get the new Battle Damage TIE Fighter, the new one for Series 2, and a blind box. This would be like $16 at Target, if you could find it. But it's on Amazon, so I'm leaving. It's basically like getting a blind box for free. I just actually, as soon as I went back and looked at the price, I ordered another one. So the link is down below. It's an affiliate link. If you buy anything, not even this toy, you start your shopping on Amazon with my link, and you buy something completely different, you buy socks and underwear, I still get credit. It still helps the channel in supporting the links and the people that affiliates and whatnot supports me by supporting them. So thank you. Now, if you want to know more about this line, let's head over to a little website called Instagram. There's a great account called Micro Galaxy Squadron, and check this out. He's got a great account, so give him a follow. But he posts some really good updates about all of these figures. This is where I get a lot of my info from, so definitely make sure you're checking him out. Now, this post here actually shows off all of them. These are the official images from Series 2. So look, this is not a chase, but if you notice, there's a little Grogu. There's a little baby Grogu on that speeder bike. Isn't that awesome? So it does cut it off a little bit. Can I scroll up any more? Can I scroll up and show you more? That's fine. We'll see more in a minute. Next up, we've got a little battle droid and a little stap thingy thing. Is that Wrecker? That's Wrecker, right? Is that Wrecker? Either way, Bad Batch. Stoked on that. Oh, looks like Leia with the speeder bike. I like that. Little clone trooper. And was that a little bark? Is that what it's called? The bark? I think that's what it's called. I'm not good with Clone Wars stuff. I'm really not. And then we've got, this is one of the chases, Obi-Wan on a speeder. Another chase, Anakin with that stab in a different color. And of course, the the escape pod. Not a probe droid, but an escape pod with R2. And so those are all that are going to be in this wave. And again, you can get more information on this stuff, more up to date than I am, through Micro Galaxy Squadron. Now, you also may be wondering, Dano, where'd you get that fancy shirt? So, of course, I gotta tell you, Roosevelts.com, but it's spelled RSVLTS. You might think it looks like results. It's not, but they are one of the sponsors of the channel. So let me just take a second before I get into the unboxing and tell you all about Roosevelts. Roosevelts.com is this awesome website. Look at these shirts. These shirts are the party. Now, they're not just Star Wars shirts. This one's a Mandalorian one that I'm wearing right now. This actually isn't out until you're watching this video. They sent this to me ahead of time. It's really cool, but it's not just Star Wars. They also have Nickelodeon. They've got Pixar, Disney, Marvel, DC, WWE, all kinds of... Look at this. Jurassic Park. Oh my goodness. Jurassic Park. I don't have any of these, and I'm going to need them. Oh, and the shorts? Let me tell you, I got some shorts, some Star Wars shorts. They're so good. They're so good. But it's not just the guys. They also have women's stuff. Look, a lot of these come in women's cuts. A lot of the newer designs are available in women's cuts. And you got Nightmare Before Christmas, Harry Potter. There's so much good stuff on this site. Nickelodeon. Get out of here. Nickelodeon Holiday. Is that Ren and Stimpy? I just saw Ren and Stimpy. Look at this. Marvel. Oh my goodness. Okay. These are slick. Guardians of the Galaxy. Some of them look like comic panels. Of course, they got the shorts. Underwear. What? Okay, look. I'm going to order me some Wakanda Forever chonies. Or maybe some perfectly balanced Thanos chonies. Because if those are any bit as comfortable as these shirts are, me and my boys are going to be feeling plenty comfy. What else we got? DC. We got Batman. Okay, here's the thing. Shirts are about $70, but if you've never ordered anything through Roosevelt's before, and it's your first order, you got a brand new account, you can get 20% off your very first order by using code DanoChannel. Not the Dano Channel, but like it says right here, DanoChannel at Roosevelt's.com for 20% off your first order. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the close-ups of the box. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have our Series 2 Micro Galaxy Squadron. Look at that. Is that Battle of Geonosis? It looks like Geonosis, but I don't remember seeing those tanks there. But it definitely looks like Geonosis. Mystery vehicle and figure. One set includes one vehicle, figure, and flight stand, not included with ATRT and escape pods. So ATRT was what we were looking for earlier. Oh yeah, that's Geonosis. Look at those little spires. Some Arabesh on the side there. It is approved by 0 to 3 sad babies. StarWars.com, Micro Galaxy Squadron. These are made by Jazwares. Notice that thing on there. That's the date. This one right here is the one I got from Amazon. The rest of these have the same date. 9/19/22. 9/19/22. How about this? Were they all 9/19? I'm assuming these all came from the same case. I'm assuming they did. Yeah, they did. But let's also look at the outside real quick. Actual scale. Boom, boom, boom. There's just a random figure. That's the artwork we were looking at. There's the top. And the other side shows us all the figures which we looked at a little bit earlier. And those are our chases again. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin, and then R2. There you go. Okay, now that we've looked at the outside of the box, let's open it. Let's see what I got. Do you think I'll get a rare? Do you think I'll get a rare? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, I want you guys to see it before I do. Okay, let me do it this way then. Let me do it this way. What did I get? Oh my goodness, I got one of the chases. I got a chase. Amazon. This is the one I got from Amazon. I'm only, no guarantee you're going to get a chase. But there were some people reporting with Wave 1 that, when they ordered a similar bundle, they would always get Cobb Vanth or always get whatever. I forget which one it was. So let's just, for the records, this was the Amazon one, and I got a chase. Oh my goodness, look at little Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my. It looks so cool. Okay, I'm really stoked with that, but I don't want to keep you guys waiting much longer. Let's get into the first one from Hot Topic. Oh boy, what a good start. What an awesome start. Okay, let's, I forget how I have to do this. I gotta bend the box all crazy. Let's bend the box. Okay, focus on the box. Don't focus on me. What do we got? Okay, Battle Droid and the little stap thingy. I think it's called stap. Okay. I'm stoked on that, actually. I like that. We'll look at close-ups of the figures. I'll show you this one real quick, just so you can see it. There it is. Notice the little ring thing that holds the character. I like that clear little ring thing up top. But we'll take that out in a minute and look at it. Okay, stoked on that. I'm like, how do I put these? I gotta organize these so this all makes sense when I go back and look at them and they're in order. Okay, next up, let's do a different one. Okay, let's see if I can do this without popping my finger open. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's do it this way. Flip it. I want you to see this first. And we got... Oh, it's upside down. Rekka! I think it's Wrecker. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but I'm not the the brightest when it comes to differentiating all of these, but I feel like that's record. I really do. We got 2 more to go. So far, everything's been different, and I'm really happy with this. I'm very happy. If I can get the escape pod with R2, oh boy, I'll be really happy. All right, I got my blade of exact 0. I want to cut the top every time. I don't want to cut the bottoms. I don't like cutting the bottoms. Okay, pop that open, flip it, turn it, turn it. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh my goodness, get out of here. Another chase? Anakin? Okay, this kind of makes up for all the other... Oh, can we focus? Can we focus? This kind of makes up for all the ones from Series 1 where I didn't get one single chase. Okay. Hey, we are off to a great start. Okay, so now I gotta decide, what do I want? I want the escape pod. But I wouldn't be mad... I wouldn't be mad at any of them, honestly. I kind of want I don't need another Mando, but I like that the bike has Grogu on it. To me, that's huge. I think that's cool. It's got Grogu on it. Oh, here goes last one. I might have to order more of these. I'm really stoked on this. I'm really, really stoked on this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Open up. Open up. Open up. What do I get? 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 I got Mando with Grogu. Okay, a little tiny Grogu up there. We'll look at close-ups here in just a second. Oh, so, I mean, I'm not upset with any of these. Not at all. Started off with Obi-Wan. I did not get the biggest the bigger chase. The rarest one is, I believe, the escape pod. I believe that's the rarest one. But to get the other 2, I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm very pleased. Okay, I know you guys want to see some close-ups, so let's get you some close-ups. All right, now first up, we're going to take a look at Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's on his little speeder. This is a new sculpt. This isn't a vehicle from the previous line. You can see there's some cool paint details on there. You got the blasters up front. We got some blue paint along the side, and then these little X shapes on the back end. And I'm not sure what those are. Again, I'm not a super Clone Wars nerd on this kind of thing, but I like that they put the detail on there. We've got multiple colors, then we have that little detail of those markings. Now let's take a look at the Obi-Wan figure, as he's got some good sculpting on him too. You can see on his armor there, the little ridges up by his upper chest, and you can even see his lightsaber sculpted on and painted well on his leg. The back of the legs have that little splash of black, and that's nice, and you can see in the arms on his, just above his elbows, there's that little line of black too. So I think they did a really good job on the detail of this figure. And next up, let's take a look at the Trade Federation Battle Droid on his cool little flying stand. Now this one is neat. It's got that circle loop thing that holds him in place. And that's really, really cool to see how they did that to make him float but still keep him there. And one thing I noticed is on this one, the stand actually works a little bit different. You slide the character, the little vehicle, you slide it down into, if I can get it, you slide it down into the thing and the front little section hangs on there. It's really, really cool. Now mine, however, if you look at it up close, straight on, he's a little crooked. He's a little crooked, but that's okay. That's okay, I do like it. And I like the details on this Battle Droid figure. They've got the backpack on there. It looks like that's a separate piece that was glued on. And just, while there's no wash or paint on him, I'm sure a simple black wash would really bring out some cool details on that figure. Alright, next up, let's take a look at that Bad Batch clone. I said Hunter earlier, but now upon closer inspection, seeing how the helmet is kind of split, one side dark, one side light, that's Hunter, right? That's got to be Hunter we're talking about. And even the AT-RT itself has split artwork, which is Bad Batch, the clones, but half of it has the skull, one half has red detailing, one half has black. That's Hunter. That's absolutely Hunter. He's got a really cool backpack on him too, so it's not just the same as the other clone. And you can tell when you compare them next to each other, this is the exact same sculpt as the previous AT-RT from Series 1 blind bags. The next one I unboxed was Anakin. Now this is just a repaint or a remolding of the same stap that we had from the battle droid. So it's the same thing. The only difference is the color scheme. You can see here is it's got a little white dot on the front, like a white paint application on the front. But otherwise, the details are the same, with the little engines having gray on them. Everything else on this was the same, minus the blue, swapped for that tan brown color, and that little white mark on the front that the Anakin version gets on it. But this figure itself of Anakin is really cool too. Again, a lot of cool details, similar to the Obi-Wan one. I do like when they paint the lightsaber on there. They sculpt it onto the side, and then they paint it and add details. But what's nice is that there's multiple colors. There's browns. There's that reddish brown on his chest, the gray, there's the face skin color, the boots are a different brown, and his hair is a darker brown. So there's actually quite a few paint apps that went into this tiny little figure. And speaking of paint applications, let's get into the most detailed one. We're talking Mandalorian with Grogu. Now, I was wondering if maybe this would just be like a slightly different sculpt of the Series 1 version, because this is common. In Series 1, the only way to get anything with Grogu was the, was it IG-11 with Grogu on there? And it was really neat, but now we get it as a common. This is a common, not a chase. And you can get Grogu now, so if you missed out in round 1, now's your chance to get Grogu, so I really do like that a lot. The bike itself, though, is different looking from the previous Series 1 Mando Scout bike, or whatever bike he was using. So it's definitely a different sculpt, different style of bike. I gotta say, I kind of prefer the original bike to this one, but I do like that this has Grogu's head peeking out of the bag. So, you know, there's a reason for both. Now, onto the figure itself. Mandalorian, this is a little bit different. This one's got some really cool paint apps on it. It does come with the jetpack and the cape on it, similar to one of the Razor Crest versions. So if you didn't want to fork over the $40 for that, you can still get a Mando with jetpack and cape. So this is a good figure, and I'm glad we get it. And also, if you compare them all next to each other, this is a new sculpt. This is not the same sculpt as before. I'm not seeing a ton of details that are different, but when you look at them up close, you can definitely tell it's a brand new sculpt. Okay, so I am really pleased with the variety that I got here. I don't pick favorites. But the one I gotta say I'm happiest with is probably the like, I like the chases. I like Anakin. I like Obi-Wan. But I'm really, really stoked on this Mando with Grogu. I'm just stoked for Mandalorian Season 3 coming out soon. I got my Mando shirt on. Big thanks to Roosevelt's for sponsoring the channel, and Mosh Isley as a whole, and the little Thank the Maker group. So again, this shirt, it's not on their website yet. If you're watching this as of Tuesday, December 13th, they go live in the afternoon. That actually, if you go to my Instagram, you can see photos of them there. But you want to make sure you get them, because these sell out within like a day. The designs sell out. And if you want your size, you got to act fast. So check out Roosevelt's. They're dropping new stuff all the time. Star Wars stuff, non-Star Wars stuff, amazing stuff. I'm stoked. I'm stoked we're back in a Micro Galaxy Squadron. Guys, leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. But let me know your thoughts on these blind bags. It's $1 more. But I'm noticing a lot more detail in these things. So I'm not mad about it. For me, all of these get a rad. Let me know your thoughts down below. Until next time, don't be a moof milker. Be the spark.